religion ilikuwa kama spiritual gift, like our soul to bless nayo, ama was it a tool ya kutu control?
For me, religion is colonization.
So majamaa, thousands of years ago, your history, prehistory, before AI, before internet, before smartphone, before telescopes, humanity was curious. We were looking for answers, maze. But then easy answers hatukuwa nayo. What we had was belief in religion. Mbona tulikuwa na believe in religion? Because religion ilikuwa na give meaning to life, to death, to the unknown, to many uncertainties. But then science came, and this new field put easy beliefs to the test. Ika question easy beliefs. All of a sudden humanity ikakuwa in a dilemma. Should we cling to faith, or should we begin to reason? But then many might argue these two fields, they are not in competition. Maybe they are just two different views of understanding the same reality. So leo mindo dere, and I have two beautiful guests up and down. On my far right, numero uno clan elder introduced, then the two beautiful guests that introduced. Leo go shy.
Hi guys, my name is Becca and I'm ready to cook.
Just don't get cooked.
I won't let that happen.
Hello there, my name is Georgina Mbadha, and yeah, I'm an engineer in the making, and I hope we come to a conclusion. Petroleum engineering. I am the incoming female delegate. Yeah.
Wapi?
School of Engineering, Kenyatta University.
Intellects, was it? So today we are going to talk about religion, science, colonization, tradition. Kila kitu mazi. So our first setting itakuwa on the Kenyan stroke African setup. So guys, what we believe or what we rather know is that before churches and mosques were built in Kenya, Kenyans walikuwa na traditional values. We already believed in God. We already had religious systems in place. We already had systems of morality. Hizo zote zilikuwa. So mimi naweza uliza, venye colonization ilikam, some people saw it maybe rather venye religion ilikam, wasa waliona ni kama salvation imekam, wengine wakaona ni kama ni emancipation of the mind, tool ya kutu control. So naweza uliza panel leo man, magazi mnaonaje? Religion ilikuwa kama spiritual gift, like our soul to bless nayo, ama was it a tool ya kutu control? Dizina?
By religion you mean Christianity, right?
No, I mean Islam, Christianity, Hinduism, zote tu.
Zote. Siwezi ongelelea Wahindi, Waislamu. Let me talk for Christianity. Being raised in a Christian family, church, Deliverance Church, Protestant.
Okay.
So mi naambiwa, okay, nilizaliwa nikaambiwa come to church, nikalelewa church, nikaambiwa this is right, this is wrong. And Christianity is all about Jesus Christ coming, saving us, and he's coming again, rapture. So tena nakuja shule, vitu ni very different because I have to question some things. So I think for me, religion is colonization.
Religion is colonization. Tutarudia hapo. Peka.
Okay, I have a quite interesting take about religion.
Okay.
I don't particularly concur with what you say, honestly. I think my take on religion, it is very significant. And when you look at it from a broad spectrum, like ukiangalia like dunia nzima, we have people in different parts of the globe. Nobody at any time sat down to invent religion. It just came to be. And in science, then there are no particularly accidents. Things just don't spontaneously happen. And if things happen for a reason, you can't just wake up and decide it's not functional anymore. We have to eradicate it. No. Let me give you one strong purpose of religion.
Okay.
So many people's mental health is guided by religion.
True.
You know, they have a place to escape. So in the sense that we're talking negatively about religion, because usually when you have this topic about religion, we usually focus mostly on Christianity. But no, it's either you believe on religion or you don't. Whether you're a Muslim, whether you are a Buddhist, a spiritualist, you know what, same subgroup. So it's either you are or not. And if you do not believe in something, that's entirely a different conversation. But if you do believe in something, then essentially in a manisha, this thing holds you to, like, it holds a certain identity of you. So if a certain billion number of population in the planet wanakuwa grounded na this particular object, is it really essential to try and flip the switch and like unataka kutumia nini kusubstitute your gap, your void itakuwa replaced na religion?
So you're actually saying religion gives comfort. So like it comforts the unknown. Like tunaitumia like niseme as a comforting tool, in short, for to have a mental health, to have a good mental health. Niseme, like sijui, maybe some might argue kama sai Africa. Africa is a third world continent.
Okay.
So we are struggling with ignorance, disease, and poverty. No? So most of us cling to this religion as our hope for better afterlife, better life in the future. No? So like unasema, tukitoa religion, there's nothing we can cling on to.
Here's the thing, the like benefits and disadvantages of every single working system, right? Patriarchy or feminism or all these things we keep on discussing, they're gonna benefit. If you cannot see the benefit or the bad side, it means you have a problem intellectually. You can't reason.
True.
So here's the thing. When it comes to religion, there might be some questionable aspects about it, right? But holding your mental stability is just one of the benefits. It has others.
Okay.
Right? This does not mean that things about it that cannot be questioned. But essentially, if this, because we talk about mental health, or anga sijui, or men's mental health, or sijui suicide, sijui depression, angalia. If you look at the stats, for example, countries that don't have anything to believe in, the number of depression counts really high compared to Africa. Isn't that a good thing? Like, would we want to run a nation of people committing suicide every other day?
Then to counter that, do you know, I'd say in sub-Saharan Africa, there's a very big margin of depressed people. Na hapa ndio the religion iko. Juu ukiangalia Africa is a religious continent. Bottom half of Africa is majority Christianity. But then the top half they practice Islam. We are very religious as Africans. But then we're very depressed pia.
You can't compare it to the West. The numbers is strikingly high.
Okay.
In countries where you do not have... If you go to a therapist and ask the data they have, the patients that record most likely to recover or like have mental stability are religious patients.
Because I don't believe religion iko any effect on mental health.
Kwa me religion. Okay, when I saw Egypt, someone but people like Moses, au Hindus au nini akina Stoic walikuwa kwa meeting. Hii meeting purpose yake ilikuwa lay down ka rules za guide humanity. Of course, it's very necessary for people to wish peacefully. So watu wote kila mtu aliandika, but of course si kila mtu aliandika kile kuna mwenye alikopi sana, kuna but zika spread
okay.
But kusema okay, religion, unaona the reason unaishi ni unataka humanity endelee.
True.
The reason unaishi dunia. So kama like si ati na hope kutakuwa na afterlife, najua itakuwa kuna mtu atazaliwa tena nikide, so humanity endelee. Hiyo ndio purpose yako. Mungu anasema ati we are one and all the same thing, like easy ni Mungu anatry to figure it out there.
So tutuache what Carson amesema, hata napatia brief history on most religions. Ukiangalia Christianity, it started in Judea. There was a guy called Jesus Christ.
Christianity didn't start.
It started, relax, utanipinga.
Alafu ikasikia kila mtu sasa ka mwenye alikuja Egypt ni nini? Moses ndiye alianzisha hiyo Christianity sasa. Yeye ndiye amekuja na hiyo information.
So
Ameandika the Bible.
kitu na confuse ni Judaism na Christianity.
Why? Acha nikuulize why.
Yeah.
The Bible inakuwa claimed kuandikwa na so many people. But Quran imeandikwa na mtu mmoja. But hizo chapters ni almost similar.
Sikia, relax sasa nikushow. Christianity kuna Judaism ilianza na kina Moses au Jews. They have the Bible inaitwa Talmud au ni wase wanafuata Torah, the first 5 books of the Bible. Then there's Christianity started in Judea through Christ, alikuwa na his disciples, followers. Then after he was crucified, he started in a place called Antioch, ndio. Then it spread, then it gave birth to Catholicism, hiyo ndio ikakuwa the biggest church. Then kukakuwa na there's this guy anaitwa Martin Luther King, aka protest against Catholicism, akaanzisha Protestants. So our Protestants wote wametoka from Catholicism. Then kuna Orthodox Christianity, mostly kuzukoko Romania, Scandinavian countries. Then there's Islam. Islam started in Arabia, in a place called Medina. There's this guy called Muhammad. Our Muslims, they know him as their prophets. No? So this guy alisema he received a revelation from God na yeye pia kaanzisha Islam. But then wanasemanga is part of the Abrahamic faith. Then there's kuna gani nyingine, Buddhism, Sikhism. The interesting part is that none of the religions are Asia. They believe that goodness comes from within.
True.
But then sisi Africans na Christianity and Islam, we believe goodness comes from outside.
Prove it.
Yeah, like to believe not at save.
How
Then,
now?
like let me explain this way. So naomba kila siku. Maybe if you're a Christian or a Muslim, no. Una believe that salvation comes from an external source, ndio. But then ukiangalia watu kama 6, unajua 6. Waindi wenye wanavanga something. Then there's a also a Buddhism started by, was it Gautama or something. Those guys believe that goodness comes from within. If you're a reflection of your environment. Kama wewe ni mtu tu mzuri, environment itakuwa fiti by default. But then sisi tuna believe environment itakuwa default through an external source of power.
Well,
So acha naulize hii swali. Do you believe that we define religion or religion defines us?
you're gonna start?
You can do that.
Because I'm pro-religion in like a really broad aspect. And here's the thing, I needed to separate religion, culture, and individual beliefs.
Okay.
Because those three things are very different. And I need you to understand that your brain is like one of the most powerful things to ever exist. Like you can lie to yourself. That is how powerful your brain is. You can literally lie to yourself. You can see things that don't exist. That is how powerful your brain is. Okay, where am I going with this? I have asked you to prove. You say we, Christianity and Islam. And okay, let me just call them the Abrahamic religion.
Yes, yeah.
The Abrahamic religion. They sought to wanatafuta the goodness from outside.
Yeah.
Sindio? But like how? Because essentially, teaching a Jesus, for example, this is like one chukua religion na weke kando, just as an individual, as a story. Imagine like this is now maybe a fictional story you're listening to, and somebody comes and tells you the story about Christ, right? What teaching did he teach to insinuate that goodness inafaa kutoka from outside ama like any other place?
No one comes to the Father except through me.
Yeah, because he was God,
So-
according to that religion.
So how can you pia nasemanga you cannot enter the kingdom without?
Again, because he was
So
God.
So you need an external.
No. Don't get it twisted.
Okay.
He was God.
Yeah, I agree.
Right? How can you, in any religion, how can you get to heaven without God? Or without believing in God?
like the guys like 6.
No.
6 they believe like there's one God. There's good and bad. Hakuna kitu ingine. So they don't believe like utenda heaven because of God. They believe you'll go to heaven because of being a good person. When you get so difference
nakwambia point unasema tu bado is still literally the same unless you just like unaangalia like maybe Abrahamic religion and maybe you've seen the bad side, you're leaning more towards that than essentially the teaching. Because here's the thing, do you believe in God? Yes. If you believe in God, it should reflect in your action. This is what it preaches. Sikia kwa religion zote, his time memorial zote, there are rules and guidelines. Sawa. If you believe in this God, then there are certain things you need to do, right, to please ama appease this God in order to secure your life after death ama eternity. Yeah, Christianity you want to focus on is not only just believing in Christ, but also leading the life he led.
So essentially you're buying this afterlife. Because
every religion, that's the idea they're selling, literally. So ndivana nilianza nikakwambia, it's either you're religious or not. These things, they are just the same.
But they are not.
They are, literally.
They are not.
Tell me how not.
No, tell me, how many religions are there?
A lot. I cannot count.
Very many, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, what was the whole purpose of coming up with a religion?
The purpose of coming up with the religion, essentially, from my own finding, is there was a time human beings were just venturing into agriculture, right? And they needed to plant the crops, and the seasons, the rains were not coming. So essentially, they developed religion. But as humans were migrating and like venturing into different parts of the planet, you know, ideas differed. And wengine wakaform zao, stories were told, and that's how religion began, according to evolution.
Actually, I'd agree with you because most would argue religion began in Mesopotamia, and there was this god, they called him Ptah. I think it's Ptah. So ndo alikuwa their god. But then here's my question: what's your first name?
My first name?
Yeah.
Legally or?
Yeah, legally.
Rebecca.
It's a Christian name.
Yeah.
Georgina.
That's an English name, European name. So like, see, like these things were predetermined for you guys.
Yeah.
Predetermined.
Yeah.
Okay. Like,
so I don't know, Lisa, this was my question. Do we define religion, or does religion define us?
Okay. With the way things are, I think people are defined by their religion. Because tell me why. There are so many religions, and I come back to you. So many religions. Different gods. The whole purpose, you're saying, it's for one thing, and that's to like live right, morally, spiritually, for the comfort.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's the whole point.
Yeah.
But then why religions are sacrificing people? Why religions are like out there fighting this and this religion, this is right, this is
I
wrong?
have a brilliant answer for that.
I don't know.
I do have an answer for that. Because human beings are just animal by nature, whether you like it or not. And with or without religion, human beings are animals. So even
religion is to tame the animal.
Just hear me out. Even politicians make fucked up decisions. Even doctors sometimes make fucked up decisions. Anybody in power, they do make bad decisions, but that does not directly reflect the original idea of the system. The system exists independent of the people influencing it, right? Let me give you an example. For example, the government, right? If we wipe out the whole government right now and put a whole set of other individuals, they are more likely to hold the same characteristics of the people who left that place. Because here's the thing, we always have these tendencies of wanting or needing to exist, and you literally do anything to exist. People do, kuna kitabu nilikuwa nasoma ilikuwa sijui kama umesoma inaitwa Animal Farm.
George Orwell.
Yeah, have you read it?
Yeah.
Animal Farm. Well, you just need one person. Na akiwa ambia tu story mzuri believe. You guys will do it on your own. You don't have to be influenced, you don't have to, but that's not literally the concept of leadership. Like leadership in itself is not a bad thing. There
It's
can be
not.
bad leaders. So religion on itself as a concept is not a bad thing.
It's not.
Then the people are. You cannot villainize a whole institution just because of certain individuals' characters.
So many as a support Georgina. Do you know that the bloodiest wars in history or religious wars?
Well,
Let me support this point by saying this. The Muslim Moors, these Moors walikuwa wameconquer at one point in history. They had nearly conquered 3/4 of the world. Walikuwa wanasema they were spreading what? Religion, Islam. But then they're fighting. Then came the Crusades. Crusades were Christian warlords. They wanasema ati wanataka kujiliberate from...
Again, but hakuna hata mtu amekataa hizi vitu zimefanyika historically. I'm just trying to say essentially, as we progress in life, we become better, right?
True.
Kuna systems zenye ziko na ziko flawed. Eradicating it like wipe out haitafanya chenye mnadhani. Essentially, unaona nature yetu, because hata ukiangalia, forget about religion, hata in terms of conquering cities, the way colonization ilifanyika. Before colonization, there were just individuals who were conquering small towns. There was the Roman Empire. They were just doing that, right? It's
But not in the name of religion.
No, it's not in the name of religion, but it's literally the same thing. It's this kind of people doing the same thing, except now these are wanakuja wamevaa nguo ya religious people, but it's not the religion doing it, it's certain individuals doing it. There's a difference.
Okay, so here's my next question. So guys, it's a very controversial point by Baker. But it's a good point. So, like mnonanga in Africa, we had African spirituality was mostly seen in our mode of dressing, our music, our culture, the way we named our kids, you know. But then when religion came, we started adopting European names, European way of life, European way of dressing, you know. Some traditions were demonized by religion. True.
True.
So what naulize, does becoming closer to God require that we be less African? What's the point?
That's an interesting question.
Wow. Be less African. Okay. I believe Africans used to, okay, for us, I think, I don't know who the Kamba worshipped. But
Mulungu.
Mulungu. But that was their god.
Yeah.
So I can't support my point right now on African spirituality because I don't know that much. But I think, yeah, you don't need to change.
You don't need to change.
But yo,
Hata even ukitumia sasa hiyo example ningesema kuna cultures zingine kama tuseme kama in some cultures twins walikuwa moja na wawa because according to their religious belief it had some spiritual weight.
Yeah.
In some African cultures ulikuwa ukifanya kitu unawawa, or if they suspected you, they consider you a witch, they would kill you, si ndio? Yeah, these are bad tendencies. But so if you want to lean on the African spirituality and say, oh, Christianity, oh, really, Christianity gives you the free will to do anything you want. And by the way, nobody's putting a knife or a gun on your head. You have the free will to make any... You don't God never selected an advocate. You don't get to decide who goes to heaven and
Okay,
who
so
doesn't.
let me ask you.
but is that really true?
It is.
Not. Yeah,
But
what you're
it's
saying
not.
it's
No,
the
no, no,
name.
no, no,
It's
no, no,
not.
no, it is. It is, unless... No, do not say, oh, societal pressure, people will judge you again. No, you have the free will. I don't know, I was coming to a different point. When the quote-unquote colonizers, or the people who colonized Africa came to Africa, how do you think they spread religion? Christianity, to be precise.
Through missionaries.
Yeah. And how do you think that happened? What happened so much so that we as African were willing to give up our own religion to join that of another culture? What do you think happened?
Brainwashing.
How?
I'd
Was
say
it by gun? Was it by war? Was it by what?
in some instances was through sheer persuasion. So ingine pia ilikuwa sheer force. So they adapt ama udedi.
Really?
Yeah.
That people were gunned down, okay, quote unquote, gunned down to be Christians?
True.
No.
Trust me, not Christians, but
Have you done your
ukiangalia-
history really well?
Don't question me on history. I'm the wrong guy.
No. Is that what really happened? I need you to ask yourself, like, in all honesty, think about it
You
for a
know,
minute.
unajua like when allegedly sitaki kuwa kukuwa held to account when Islam was spreading, when they were conquering, do you know Turkey was a Christian country way before it became an Islam country.
Okay.
So those guys ukiangalia hizi countries mostly those actually zilikuwa nimesahau the jina but they were Christian. When this Muslim fighters came, the Moors, ilikuwa accept Islam mama, you're done.
Okay.
So that's history. And then ukiangalia most
You
of
digress. I asked a very,
listen.
very specific question
Okay.
that I need a very specific answer to.
Okay, pardon.
Christianity in Africa, right? When they were coming to conquer, or like quote unquote, when before the colonizers came, how did they influence Africans? Was it by force?
Actually,
and if it was by force, what did it look like? Did they massacre people? Did they kill people? Did they burn people alive? What happened? How did we give up our religion?
That's a good rebuttal. I'd say it happened in twofold. In a good way and in a bad way. In a good way, in essence, walikuja na education, with science, with the broader perspective of the worldview. In a bad way, there's this Archbishop, South African, good man called Archbishop Desmond Tutu.
I know him.
Desmond argued the Europeans came with the Bible, and we had our land. They gave us the Bible, and what did they do?
I feel like, no, you're missing a very important aspect in this conversation kwa your part. Kwa sababu, nataka ujue, when the missionaries were coming, they did not use force. They didn't. So what did they use? And that's the most important thing hapa. Na kitu nye walitumia is the same thing politicians used to win politics. It's the same our leaders use.
So they were selling us hope.
A good story. Yes.
Okay.
A good story. So here's the thing. Shortcut. If you want to outdo religion, find yourself a good story.
So, bado hujanijibu. Kuna swali hujanijibu. What's your second name?
Ogola.
Gola.
Yeah.
Regina.
Mbadha.
Mbadha. So you're a Kamba. She's a Luo.
Yeah.
Why can't we identify ourselves by our African names? That's the first question.
Okay.
The second question is, kasai, trust me, huwezi enda church na dreadlocks, huwezi enda church na shorts.
Unaweza.
You can.
Church gani?
Well, don't limit it to your exposure. Tukishasema inaweza ujue.
Mimi sisemi sitam.
Okay, unaongelea church gani? Unaongelea church gani?
Nasema Church of the Lord Kihancha.
Oh no.
To say
Hizi
certain
vitu ziko
churches.
different.
It's okay.
Hizi vitu ziko different. Kuna mingi sana. So kuna zenye ziko very extreme. You can't even like sit in the same place and have like a conversation like we are as a man and a woman. Kuna zenye ziko very liberal. You can wear what you want, you can do what you want, you can have any hairstyle. So what are you talking about?
And yet, they are preaching the gospel of Christ.
Yes, they are.
Tell me why.
Because here's the thing. Unajua, first off, I just want to acknowledge the fact that mimi ni liberal. Like, I believe you can do absolutely anything you want.
Yes.
And bear the consequences. Sawa, period.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. Haitawahi kuwa kitu kimoja. We can never just sit down as 8 billion individual human beings in the planet and have like one unified religion. Do what keeps you sane as long as it does not border the right of the next person. Period.
Okay. So, nasema you guys are Christians, ndio?
Yeah.
Ukiangalia most churches kuna kuanga na hii, hata Bosiri anaweza kuambia kuna kuanga na hii culture Sunday. Mnakuja dressed in your cultural attire, ndio? Cultural vibe your Sunday. It's only one Sunday though, Leah. The rest of the Sundays it's a European setting. Pastor anakuja hapo, language it's English, Kiswahili kidogo kwa umbali kwa difficult terms. Mbona why are we tunachukua like this European culture, why does it supersede our African culture? Mbona
Nimekwambia ukishapata jibu ya kitu ilifanya religion sisi tukakubali religion bila kulazimishiwa.
What if usizaliwa ukapatia confidence? So forget about the past. You start living now.
No, listen, you can't forget about the past because the past defines the future.
Tengeneza kanisa yako.
Nikuulize. Ojo Masai havangi ngoda, si ndio?
Unajua debatably.
Saka havangi ngoda, amke tu. Mimi nimepata mzee wangu havangi ngoda. So mimi pia nisifai ngoda tu.
Debatably.
Ina depend. Kani kuna masupa hapa lazima nivae ngoda duni. Like
mimi naweza kukujibu. Uwezi enda mbele kama ujuma limetoka.
yeah.
Umezaliwa sasa hivi unaendelea.
Yeah, but past yako iko very significant juu sikia uwezi skip wazazi wako wanakulea venye hao walilelewa venye wazazi wao waliwalelea. So like lazima ujue hawa watu walilelewa aje. Hiyo environment ilikuwa inakaa aje. So when I'm shaping mine I'm like, oh, walifanya hizi vitu na ziko zina make sense, so I'm not going to do it. I'm like, they did this and they were onto something. So what
Inherit baby.
wow.
Wale alikuwa fiti.
Unaona sasa.
Kabisa hii bosira kiza dead sahi. Kabambika.
I know. Ni tuna believe tunaipea value.
Yeah.
But kuna options zingine zilikuwa better than hiyo story yake sasa yake ni.
No, but utajuaje? Juu evidently kusema better inamaanisha inafaa kukuwa na results.
Something better than another thing. Like,
no, how can you say it is if it's not kama sasa tusema the best selling story ni Christianity. Juu the most people in the planet when I believe. Wasema there's something better juu sai kwa ground. Christianity unless your story nyingine ikuje outshine Christianity, hakuna better. That's the best.
This is a better story.
Yeah, it's the best actually.
Not the best.
It is.
It's not the best, it's a perception.
It
Because you're not exposed to hizo zingine.
Nani alikwambia? With the era of the internet. What do you mean?
So wewe unajua dini ya Msambua?
Naijua sana.
Msambua unajua ile ndao?
What do you mean?
Uko na option ya kuchoose.
But science and
you're
adults
chosen
have
for.
options. Gani? Mimi hata sijasema take yangu like my stance on religion. Huh? Am I a Christian? Borderline, I'm trying
Borderline. Alianza kusema yeye ni Christian. Yeah.
No, I don't believe that.
You don't believe in Christianity.
I do believe in Christianity.
Sasa wewe ni Christian.
So you're a Christian in
So
short.
I need to lukewarm Christian basi.
Hata Biblia inasema you can't be lukewarm.
Mimi niache. Unanimulika.
Georgina.
Stones by association.
Nilipata kila mtu ni Christian.
Ile kwenda kuombewa church. Kafungua macho hivi. Christianity is like mimi kutoka nikiwa mdogo nikaka church like I don't believe in those vibes. I live like a mystic. What's right utajua tu. What's wrong utajua.
How?
It's innate by the way. Utajua tu.
Unajua tu ni wrong. Usifanye hivyo. Like una live na unaona hiyo nini God akusaidia na kuguide. Si lazima ni guide.
But sasa kama
nashika.
No, but
Like si lazima uniambie ati nikule 3 meals a day na mimi nakula 3 meals a day. Wewe nani unaniambia? From what point of authority na kupea unaniambia hivyo? Unaniambia ati niingie shule, nisome, niingie kazi, like most of your lifetime.
So naona ni kama kila mtu anafaa kukuwa naishi hivyo. You think everybody should just like go by their own mindset and be like, oh, I can see what's wrong and right.
Some patka unajua di kila mtu akona role. I feel like ukizaliwa kuna role una play.
Role gani? Tell me, what do you mean?
Unaona watu maskini, they are very necessary people.
Okay, sawa.
Kila mtu ana pesa, kuna mtu alikuwa anataka kufanya kazi.
So kungekuwa na alternative. I mean,
Alternative gani ya?
kungekuwa na alternative.
Alternative sasa ni either kila mtu ajifanye kazi yake kwa which
Si ndio?
Yeah.
But sasa una blame it on capitalism. Wewe sema tu ati sasa maskini wako relevant because
wako relevant.
wewe kwenda.
By the way,
Kuna pia nani history ya ama wasichana wanapotea na watoto. Hiyo kitu haitaisha hadi ufanye hivi. Sasa hivi venye watu wamefocus hiyo part.
yeah.
Unaona ni kubwa. kubwa. Sasa hii kwani hakuna accidents zinaendelea kwa hii dunia?
Zinaendelea.
Wakifocus kwa hiyo accidents utaanza kupatana na accidents mingi.
Okay, fair enough.
Wewe sema ati racism hata itaisha ama raping itaisha. Watu si wanazaliwa.
Wajua hiyo exposure ina reduce. Haitawaisha, but the moment tuna shed light kwa hizi cases tumedigress, lakini ni sawa. Tuna shed light kwa hizi cases sasa yote wanapotea sana. Tukished light hivi hata sasa nikuulize, ukiona mtoi hapa mtoi tu anakaa tu conspicuous, si hata itakuhit wazee wote wanapotea sana. Mtoi sijamwona hii area for some time, si anaweza kuwa like juu wame shed light on hiyo nini, ita reduce but haitawaisha. Hapo ni magrina.
Unaona the level itaishuka.
Yeah.
Inaweza shuka.
Level
Inaweza. Acha niko it's like going to the gym. You see, when you go to the gym the first time, there's mwili yako itakuwa ina stretch muscles, so you'll feel like pain. But the more you keep on going to the gym, your pain itafika place nye inakuwa na relevance yake na hii topic ya watoto kukua. What do I mean? Nakwambia, the more we talk about these things, the more it go out there into the limelight. There is power in shame. There is power in shame.
Na mystic.
Sasa ndio nakwambia hivi, mtoi wenyewe amepotea.
Mtoto wetu amepotea, what do you mean?
Like as I know, amepotea. Sasa unaona hii dunia ukianza kufocus na shida za watu utapata hizo shida.
What do you mean?
Like ukianza kufocus na watu wanapotea, ama tuseme unafocus na hizi accidents, like unajisumbua na kitu au control over.
So nikao na manifest.
Niko sure you are uko against hiyo kitu sana, but haikuhusu. It's not something that is of direct influence to you. Like of course kuna watu wanakufa sasa hivi. Mbona usifocus au unafocus na watoto?
Okay, that's a very tough question.
So hapo tumedigress sana. Tukirudi kwa topic. Jijina.
Yeah.
Do you believe like when we abandon our African culture, is it oppression in any way? Ama tu ni mseme decide to evolve, ameona let me try something new. Ama we losing touch with
which cultures? Unajua kuna cultures mbaya za Africans. Kunazo watu wanaua watoto.
Nani aliua mtoto? Kama as an African culture unajua.
Kuna I don't know which community.
The lawyer, for example.
The lawyers.
Like your twin, I know it's from their side. I'm not supposed to say things zenye siko like 100% sure, but like somebody told me. Let me just put that out there. Someone told me in their culture, like twins for the longest time more like unclean or something like that, so like they had to like do away with like one child. And even so, someone come out like this other twin lost the twin, you can't attend your sister's or your brother's burial because or spiritually you'll be next, that like it will pull you towards them, which is nonsense because you want to mourn your loved one.
So Beka nikuulize, initially you're arguing ati tunafocus sana na the negatives of Christianity, you're bashing Christianity na negativity. Wewe you're bashing African traditions on negativity.
No. Here's the thing, I am but let me tell you something. Like I mentioned, I'm very liberal. Mimi si mtu wa kupolice watu wafanye this is the way to live. I mean, it's all our first time here, sindio? And we're just trying to maximize maisha yetu sahi. Sidhani policing when it comes, as long as una believe kitu, you do not have any right whatsoever to go ahead and point towards somebody's belief system unless in a borderline affect right yako kama human being. Unanipata? So if somebody is killing somebody, now yo hatutakuachia ati ni sijui it's your religion, that's different. But if it keeps you sane, it keeps you sleeping at night, most people believe in something, right? And just wewe ukisha believe in kitu yako si better than ya ule mwingine mwenye ana believe in anything.
Acha nikupe example, Becca.
Give me an example.
Nishaienda church, pastor aka preach about the Kuyus. Apparently ukihama unafaa kuchinja mbuzi ama ni kondo, unafaa uchinje, umwage damu ndio uingie. So anasema those are blood covenants, like sacrifices, saying that Jesus sacrificed himself for us, so we don't have to sacrifice anything else. So that's an example.
So is
of
it bad?
Christianity saying that this is better than our African.
But our forefathers were doing that before.
our
So never.
Africans.
Nimeelewa kitu nasema.
The intellectuality of human being why the hell unaweza believe mtu huyo?
No, but point yake. Wait. No.
Na-
Point yake anasema in this essence Christians wanna feel like wako better than
Than our African cultures.
Mimi sioni ni kama wako better. Me personally, I don't think they are better. Right? But the thing is, most of the time we're having this conversation, it is Christians we attack. It's not like, wait, see it, nasema most of the time, it's just, I'm not even mentioning anyone. I'm saying most of the time this conversation is had. It is Christians who are being attacked. It is Christianity as a religion that is being attacked. And reason for that is because it's the most widespread religion in the country currently. Nanipata. But here's the thing. Wewe mwenye una believe African spirituality, you are not any better. Wewe mwenye hoyuko sure, you are not any better. We are all trying to survive.
Yeah.
Period. So yeah, Pia, it's not like I'm saying he did the right thing. No, he's not any better. It's okay if you believe in God. That's great. Nani? Factually, he did. Kalenda unatumika is because of his existence.
Easy.
Really?
It's the Gregorian. We're using the Gregorian calendar.
And why,
There's nothing like a year. There's nothing like a month, a week. We have one day and night. Hizo ndio vitu proven. Hiyo mambo mnaanza kuhesabu hii ni Monday, Tuesday.
So you should do day. So ngoja nikuulize Carson. Then Jijina atajibu. Do you think women are more religious than men?
Women are susceptible to like wanaishi kwa fantasy. So
Fantasy.
hadi wewe kuna vitu na beliefs like hadi unajua ni weird.
Sasa hawezi kubali. Jijina
wewe
uchote.
usinijibie swali. Wewe
Women like ndio maana unapata church like kuna mtu alikuwa anasema tu wanaenda church na bwana zao hapo strong.
Hawako strong.
I think kuna very
Mwanaume unafaa kuwa god that
I think kuna very
Easy,
significant scientific explanation to why most of the time ni women wanaenda church. And I think ni due to biological differences. Hata ukiangalia in terms of therapy ni wanawake wengi wanaenda. So do you think if sasa when it comes to therapy pia women are susceptible to stories because therapy
are susceptible to vitu zenye like imagine vitu mingi.
No. Nakwambia here's the thing. Sasa nakwambia the same reason why women opt for therapy is the same reason why most women would seek for answers to religion. It's the same. So is it wrong to seek for therapy in that essence?
Jijina tuokoe.
Ni ukweli though. Ni ukweli kitu unasema. Women ndo wana brainwashiwa sana.
What do you mean
Na-
brainwashing?
It's true by the way. It's a fact. Able go to any church right now. Go to any church. Congregation ni 80% women.
Yeah.
Hadi pastor unasikia akisema bring your men, bring your husbands, bring your sons wakuje kanisa.
But nimesema ni same na therapy. Like
Eh.
is there anything wrong with therapy? Okay, sawa, twende kwa therapy. Is there
Listen.
anything wrong with therapy?
There's Carson.
About therapy is wrong.
Why?
What?
See, sasa umeshift goalpost. What is wrong with therapy?
Like endelea.
No.
Nikwambie shida zangu.
This is why they don't go to church. This is why they don't seek therapy. Period.
Alafu
Imagine that's why
Ama-
most
akupea
men are
invoice,
committing
baadaye.
suicide. Most men are committing
No.
suicide.
Kwa sababu, here's the thing.
wewe ni nini unajua yenye mimi
There
sijui?
is no glory in suffering, my guys.
Glory suffering what?
That I must be a man. I must be stoic.
No, you must be
These
a man.
things you have to take it
And
raw.
you must be a man. You know this
at the end of the day
mentality.
you die. That
Hey,
point
and you
blank
die
period.
like a man.
Enjoy your life while you are alive. Why would you put yourself?
Eh.
Because it gives you inner peace. Who doesn't want to live? Mbona usikwe na amani? Who does not want peace?
Hii amani kwani yako ndio
Nijusa
amani?
yuko
yangu si
na
amani.
amani.
When
Nijusa
life is
yuko
so
nayo,
life
si
is
ndio?
so messy. Pain is
Sa
part of
yuko
life.
sawa.
Life is so messy.
Hadi mimi kuna my different sides. Unaona tu side unafoka no.
Kwa sababu
You have the authority.
okay, mbona msiende? nikakuuliza mbona msende gym? Why would you go to the gym?
Si unaamua.
Acha nikujibu.
Mentally fit pia ni therapy.
Listen. Wenye Kaso wamesema men are gods.
Oh my god. Na mnasema tu wanawake kwa delusional.
Relax.
Delulu.
Men are gods, men are creators. That's why.
Delusional.
Women, like technically, you need a man.
Or maybe not.
Do we?
Yeah.
But we do.
Or maybe not.
Unaona hadi sasa hivi tukiwa tuseme mimi hadi sikujui tuko na kwa street. Ni responsibility yangu as a man to protect anything ikiweza
Ni responsibility yako. No. Ni responsibility yako kuto attack, si ku protect.
Listen.
Shida zetu nusu zitakuwa zimeisha.
Bwana ndiye ana protect the territory. Watu wanasikia. Bibi atafute chakula.
Atafute chakula.
Ndio.
Wewe ni lion.
Acha let me explain on what I was saying. Nitaguzia kitu Kaso amesema. Well, like msaingia hapo ndani beka. Wewe na Georgina mtaepa. Huyu Kaso.
Usinione tu hivyo. I look fragile and stuff. I will fight my good. Hivyo niweke coffee zangu 3 nitakuwa like nime
until something happens. So like it's innate. Like where's avoid? As a man too. Ufai kuepa.
Sasa unaona shida inakuja, wewe unafeel ni kama unafaa ku protect. Unanipata? Sisi tunafeel ni kama
it's your responsibility. You don't feel it. You do it. You don't feel it.
Responsibility is still a feeling.
It's not a feeling.
Kuepa hii word ni kama
nikuulize.
It's a feeling.
Wewe budako ati leo najifeel ni buy food. Lazima ni buy food.
Na akitofeel because there are men who do that.
It's responsibility.
But kuna watu wana feeling is responsibility. Bottom line ni feeling. Unaona venye wanaume wanaogopa hiyo word feeling. It's a feeling, guys. Wacha kufocus kama ni feeling ama sio. The thing is it's still a feeling. Na venye nyinyi mna feel responsible, sisi tu feel kwa tunaogopa kwa sababu hiyo attack bado inatokanga kwa wanaume. Unaona?
Like wacheki pale home.
Sasa hivi mnasema ati most women and ladies will die, but factually most men die than
the ladies.
For you, men are supposed
to by your fellow men. Sasa tunaingililia watu.
Leo hizi vitu ziko. So it's not a big deal mwanaume.
No. Wacha nikwambie. It is. No, it is kwa sababu acha nikwambie difference. Madem most wanawawanga na wanaume wenye wanaishi na wao. Men they trust. Sawa. Men are mostly wait, come on. Acha nimalize point yangu. Let me cook. Aya. So madem wengi.
Unajawasha gas.
Madem wengi wanauawa na the men they trust. These are like their fathers, their brothers, their friends, people they know. Men on the other hand are being killed by strangers. So by the fact that mimi nimekubali could just meet a random man and bringing him close to my life, I am putting my life at risk. Wewe on the other hand, you are at risk ukitembea maybe usiku, you're being attacked by people. But mimi ni pale kwangu.
A man anafaa kuona peke yake akiku.
Unajua mmeshift conversation.
True.
Mwanaume hadi watoto wako I pray usiweke karibu na baba. Like mtoto mnaona mtu yukiza mtu hii anafaa kujua babake
hayuko.
Jesus. Hey!
Hadi kwa animals unaonanga bibi ndio inalea watoto mwanaume.
Juzi nilienda kwa
Oh my god.
Nilienda kwa park fulani hapo nikapata.
Oh my god.
Hebu endelea beka.
Mtu yuki mwacha hivyo. Atakuwa responsible like ataanza.
Oh my god. There's no glory in suffering.
Ujai pata watu wako na daddy issues. Ndio wanakuja kuwaua. Si ndio? Hadi wanaume mtu ajalelewa na babake. Hebu imagine unalea ndume na analelewa na mamake. Sasa atakuwaje ndume?
Mimi ni mwanaume na nimelelewa na babangu.
Sasa
budangu alikuwa tu close yenye hadi mimi sikuwa nataka kupatana naye. Aliona
so alikupenda. Wewe sasa unaongea from a point of privilege.
unaendea mtoto wako shule.
Wewe ulipendwa, huyo hawezi ongea.
Mnapenda kujitesa.
No, ulipendwa. So hawezi ongea. You can't hit from outside the club.
Acha no show.
Ulipendwa wewe.
Maybe unafikiria kama wazazi wako jua kuacha grow in your own environment. Walikuwa na kuguide everything. Mstaki mradi mtoto wangu hata kuze moto atajua na choma.
Mbona
Mwambie asiguze.
Mbona na anaweza enda huko nje. Wait, no.
Failings in the process ya.
No, you can fail. Like life is hard already as it is.
You can guide someone.
Yeah, you can try and protect your kid. You protect your child.
Mtu wako kuja kwambie anataka kucheza futa.
Siende acheze.
Kitu kwa hiyo sasa. Kuna mpeo.
But si aguze moto. Si ati akimbilia mafuta moto.
Unafunza mtoto wako this is bad.
Yeah. It is very necessary.
Why?
Wewe unafanya engineering. Like everyone anafanya different course. So possibilities zako kwa daktari zilikuwa pia. But ukachoose kufanya hiyo sasa inakusaidia.
What do you mean?
Hatuwezi kuwa the same thing sisi wote.
Mistake hiyo tunakata.
Wewe umebelieve
Mistake vitu amepiga.
Tumedigress.
Tumedigress sana majamaa.
Tumefika kwa men.
Mimi kaso na echo what all the men are So to from our topic, you're a student of science, you know? Nyinyi wote. So let me ask you this. Ukiangalia acha niwapatie backstory. You see in Europe ndio imetupatia these great men. Philosophers kuanzia Plato, Socrates, our scientists kina Isaac Newton. Chill. Haya nikupe backstory.
Mungu kukuambia ati ukiruka juu utaanguka. Like those people were just observing kitu inaendelea, wana write down.
Hakukwambia uruke juu.
Hadi mimi sasa singejua hiyo kitu. Sasa mbona huyu jamaa ni great?
Hakukwambia uruke juu, alikwambia mbona unaanguka ukiruka.
Si ni gravity.
No, but
What's gravity si juu?
your conversation. No, haijui.
Ushaona mbuzi adui yake kwa
Inaanguka tu.
haiwezi enda.
No, haitaenda juu. But haijui eti ikiruka itarudi chini, haijui.
Si mbona ijaenda kai juu.
Hiyo si shughuli yake. Uwezi tembea kwa hii dunia ukifikiria kama kuku. Literally.
Sawa, sijauliza swali yangu. Sawa, chill. I was building up to my question. So, I was say pia walikuwa wanajiuliza maswali like what made the universe? Is there an intelligence behind reality? Na pia unapata like new age astrophysicists, ma scientists wote wana believing ati we invoke the name of God when something gets mysterious. Kama kitambo in our African setting, lightning ilikuwa ikipiga hivi. Unasikia wazae Mungu amejam. Kuikiweza kuwa na disease ilikuwa like punishment, ndio? Haikuwa like form. Ungekuwa na disease ingekuwa something like a punishment from God. Hizi natural phenomena like floods, eclipse, solar lunar eclipse zilikuwa nika warning. So mlikuwa mnaita ma interpreters. Maybe ungepata hapo mzae. Maybe like tunamuita na interpret. Maybe patie prophecies, ndio. But then as science advanced tungeelewa, we tended to understand why these things happened.
Yeah.
Lightning tunaelewa, ndio. Is eclipses we understand them, ndio. So acha niulize, this is my question, Kaso. Do you believe like tuna invoke ati tukiona kitu atuelewe ama ni mysterious tunasema ni kazi ya Mungu, lakini tukishaelewa our belief in God ina recede kidogo? Sijui kama mnanipata.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. In science,
God of the gaps.
The God gap. Yeah.
God. Is it God in the gaps or God of the gaps?
The God gap.
Yeah.
Yeah, where like unasongesha goalposts based on your findings.
Yeah.
So una believe in it.
Just leave.
Una believe in it. Wow. So when you get sick right now, you're
mtu alikuja kukwambia ile kitu ukamwamini. Jamaa ingekuwa amekudanganya.
Sema kudanganya tu.
So the truth.
What do you believe in?
Back to the story. Story yenye nauzwa yenye watu wengi wanaamini. Sasa mkiamini hapa ni juu hapa ni chini, haimaanishi ningekuja niwaambie ili chini hapa ni juu amkiamini hivyo. Ni true.
Ni kweli.
Ukiamini hivyo.
Well,
And that makes sense.
no, that makes sense. Kwa sababu, you can only learn if you're curious.
Yeah.
Right? And the only reason why sisi wote tumeka hapa hivi right now is because most of us had like a bunch of questions.
Ni kama I bring a new thing.
Tulia, wacha nimalize kwanza jamani.
Relax. Acha bega cook.
The thing is, you have to come from a curious point to learn. Hiyo ni kitu ya pili. So either you just don't give a fuck about anything, una exist, una survive, like you just here, you are born.
In short, wewe ni Masai.
Yeah, you're born, you're waiting to die. So whatever comes in between, that's none of your business. Sawa, kuna hiyo point ya kwanza. Alafu point ya pili ni you want to understand things. Kila binadamu kuna point anafika anakuwa na existential crisis where you have some questions that you need answers to. Kama like, why am I alive? Why was I born? What is this all for? Like, you need answers to all these questions. You cannot just, okay, kitu ya kwanza ni, you cannot just say science is a story because fact exists outside you. Unaona? Just the fact that sasa gravity ilipatiwa label jina gravity, haimaanishi hata isingepatiwa jina label gravity ainge exist. It does exist whether you believe it or not. H2O, sasa for example, venye your chemistry ina work, will exist whether you believe in it or not. It can be tested and proven again and again. It's not a story. It's Disney, it's Santa Claus. It's a fact.
Mbona siku interrupt? You know the guy you're talking to? He went to the best schools.
Yeah, but like,
the guy is graduating with a degree in electrical engineering.
Like, yeah,
he's a scientist, he's an engineer.
There's a thing.
So
I was talking to somebody yesterday.
Like, what if ni chlorine inaipea but sasa watu walisema ni H2 hiyo ni H2O. Actually inaipea like.
Ngoja, umefanya unit ya research?
amefanya.
Kwa sababu ukifanya you know how they come up with these conclusions.
Beka.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, you're wasting your time.
Okay.
Mtu wake naye anajua vile kitu.
Unibeba ufala, si ndio?
Ni kweli. Kwa mtoto wenye sasa ndio kupatikana. Tunasema the male sperm inakuja
Na fertilize the ovum.
This sperm imebeba the whole life. Unajua
Actually, sperm in real sense, sperm imebeba the whole life. No honesty.
Sasa sikia. Now
The ovum is just a
guys
vessel.
can conquer.
The ovum is just a vessel nini
hiyo ni chakula
ya kusaidia life form iform hapo ndani. Unanipata?
Hey, delusion pro max.
So like life, no maana nakwambia, as a man you're a god.
Oh my god.
You're a creator. You give life.
Hata sifai kusema oh my god, goodness. What do you mean? But hizo ni theories.
It's not a theory.
But everybody can tell themselves whatever they want to believe, but like science
The
can't do
Lulu
that.
is the only Solulu.
Wewe unajua, acha nikuulize. Unajua?
Sasa
because kwa hizo vitu zote kuna kitu nimepick kila place.
which is nice, okay?
Unajua, there's a guy in Bible alikuwa aitwa Onan. Huyu jamaa alikuwa anadinyana alafu amwagi ndani.
Mungu akamwai.
Mungu alimwai bare hadi akadedi. Mbona? Deka siko.
Iko.
Boys, he was given the power to give forth life. And he didn't do it. Create. Mbona umesikia
Sasa
mtu?
nyinyi na generation nyinyi mnafanya nini? Mafuta 200.
Any story ingine. So guys, moving on. Actually ulize. Nyinyi mna believe like tuna exist as a kwanza we Georgina ulisema like you don't believe in religion. It's bullshit. No, faith is bullshit.
Some things.
So do you believe like ukiangalia from this perspective ya universe? Unajua like when umesema tu force of gravity is very precise. Laws of physics balanced, very accurate, very relaxed, accurate. Na unajua like carbon relax ni cook. So carbon comes from the stars in the universe. Now carbon it sustains life. So life pia ndio inatusaidia tukue conscious. Na hii consciousness yetu ndio inafanya to question like the existence ya universe. So kila kitu ni carbon bro. Ukiangalia carbon dating ukitumia carbon 14 ndio inakusaidia. Actually kitu unaweza acha ni digress kidogo. what nini inatumika ku confirm like hizi past events zili happen? Ni carbon dating, mzatumia carbon 14 ama lead. Hiyo nimedigress ya kukuelezea. So mimi nauliza, mkiangalia hizi laws of physics kama gravity, kama speed of light, hizi vitu zote, unajua ukichange hizi values by a fraction of a second, hata ita sustain life. Hakuna kitu ita exist, hata universe ita collapse. Kitu yote tu kichange by fraction. So acha naulize, is it by coincidence ama there's a higher power yenye imedesign hii kitu yote?
It could be either. Who knows?
I don't know.
It could be, yeah. I think that's the best response.
Yeah, actually,
Very genuine and very smart.
I don't know if the best answer in science actually. Then acha naulize.
I'm not
Creation
done
story.
yet.
Creation story inasemanga Mungu alisema let there be light. Then he created the stars afterwards. Scientifically there is no natural light without the stars. True or false?
True.
True.
So which is which?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Zero, what's your take? Do you believe like kuna inconsistencies that is
Any
debunked by
theologist
science?
anaweza jibu because like my venture particularly has never been in theology. I just know like when it comes to when you do a lot of study on mental health, you understand.
Mental health is fiction. Mental health is fiction. It doesn't
Mental
exist.
health
Acha
si
nikwambie.
fiction.
I don't, by the way, let me
Kubali.
tell you this in all honesty. That is a very serious line because at the end of the day, you have a brain. Wait, you have a brain, right? Your brain, see theory, it is very practical. There's synapses in your whole body, the things you see, the perceptions you have, these are real things. You have hormones that are running out in your brain daily, right? And right now, if you do not have a brain, your body is useless. You can lose your limbs. You can function maybe with one kidney, right? But when your brain ceases to function, even a portion of it,
It's in brain health.
Nivo. Now, the brain, I'm coming to it. Your brain hosts your mind. Unaona? When you una make decisions, the way you treat other people, the way you perceive yourself, the way you go about your day. Venye unaamka hadi venye unalala. The things you do consciously, the things you do subconsciously, the things you do unconsciously. Kama kutembea. It's a very simple act that you take for granted, but it's all conducted with your brain. Unaona? Do you make decision at like left foot, right foot? No, because here's the thing. Hizi vitu zote ziko under the umbrella of the mental health.
So nikuulize.
Because here's the thing. Me usema like you're very privileged to sit here and none of these people have decided they're attacking you. Unanipa Tulia. Exactly.
Hey, you look dangerous. See, if you look weak.
It comes from a thought process. Na your thought process yako ni your mentality. This is imeletwa na wazazi wako, environment, shule, life experiences yako, hizo vitu zote.
Only two reasons unaenda kwa therapist. Naenda kumwambia nini hiyo?
Ona, si lazima. No, you should. Like, I mean, ni venye, like you should take water at least once a day, but like, see, imagine nobody's putting a gun to you to do it, but it's really beneficial if you do.
Let me rebut to that. Although there's no standard of measuring one's mental health or one's consciousness. Hakuna standard. Hakuna. Niambie, inatumia meters, kilometers.
Wait.
Centimeters.
Wait. Have you ever read anything to do with mental health?
I'm not interested.
Period. And that's the problem. You cannot speak from a point of ignorance. Period.
But I can speak from a
point of ignorance. Una your information. So like kama hujui, like unasema nini kuhusu? Exactly. Now, with curiosity, si kwa sababu unataka ni rebuttal, because if you have made up your mind that mental health is bullshit, I'm not doing God's work by trying to convince you.
Two reasons.
Because it's good for your mental health.
Mental health ndio nakwambia.
Two reasons why.
Nenda kumwambia nini? Sasa nenda tu ni.
Ona, sikia.
Wajua funny thing, kila msee hapa kienda kwa therapist, tutapatikana na shida.
Not really.
Kila mtu.
Not really.
Alafu jamaa andika invoice.
Ushaenda.
Mimi? Azi.
Point of ignorance again.
Ni assumption.
I have so many therapist friends. Like, life is hard, man. What can I say? Life is so hard. Like, why would I share you? Hata kuna client nini privilege.
Nini ilikufanya uende?
Nishakwambia life is hard. Weka uelewi bana tusonge.
Na msee ukimwambia vitu zako, like, yes, anakusaidia aje?
Because just like physics, brain yako iko na algorithm. We all here, we're very predictable because we have inherent needs. Unaona? Wametrainiwa ku understand patterns. Ukibehave hivi na hivi na hivi, this is the most likely outcome. Ukilelewa hivi na hivi na hivi, this is the most likely outcome. So they help you understand where the problem was, so you can set your brain vizuri. You make better choices. You put yourself in better spaces to succeed as a human being.
So wacheki like me mbona mi siwezi
And men are continuing to die because they are themselves. Please.
Such sahi.
Yeah. No, but there's some of
anataka
us
some comfort from outside.
No. Wewe ushaenda therapy? Ushaenda therapy? Exactly. So wewe utajuaje? Wewe unatoa hiyo mentality wapi?
Wakatuambia tuende therapy.
Ulienda?
Tulikuwa kwa hostel zamani. So hiyo nenda kwa therapy. Ode mtu niwaambia mimi na
So wewe ukaconclude, wait. From that experience wewe ukadecide that therapy is bullshit. From your experience. That experience ikakufanya ukajua therapy really. No, this is why men keep on deleting
Ngoja nikuulize, mbona uende kwa therapist? Ona Castle.
Unaona mimi sahi acha nikwambie the reason wasichana ndio wengi kwa therapist. Sahi hadi nifanyikie nini? Unasikia tu nimeambia buti like sasa namwambia nataka sijua ni comfort ama nione huruma like na joke na
unajua sikia acha nikuexplain, acha nikupatie the direct stats. Men wanakuanga most violent because how I believe in therapy. Hii inamaanisha they conduct acts of sexual assault to women and wanapiga mabibi zao because I'm telling you facts, I don't care what you feel. Wanapiga mabibi zao kwa sababu they don't take care of their mental health. No, you're not an animal, you're a human being. So mimi saizi nikikuona ni behave ni kama naona simba.
Fanya hivi, ona, acha mbona mimi siwezi sikia Castle, relax. Ukianza kwa therapist, let's tumalize. Mbona mimi siwezi advocate? Umeenda umwambia fala shida zako. Then usiku kwa pillow talk, anaambia manzi yako, leo nimekuwa na mambo fulani ni mjinga. Anakuja kuniambia upuzi 1 2 3. Mimi siwezi kuwa comfortable naye.
Where the heck are you getting the story from? You have not visited a professional.
So, acha niambie.
Basira ni therapist.
Niliambia aliendanga akiwa sijui class 5.
See, must to end the therapy. Do you know you can talk to a friend? You can talk to a friend.
You consume substances as a coping mechanism. Violence, coping mechanism. Self-deletion.
You can talk to yourself.
No. That's a bad message.
So guys,
that's a bad mentality.
let's wind up. So Castle. Haina shida. Tuko na nini nyingine? Sahi. Hii itaisha.
Wait, tunataka kurap hapo.
Sawa, 1 minute.
Do you think there's something like rape?
Yes, I do believe there's something like rape.
But mbona wewe dema wewe?
Ushairape mtu? Yeah, this is easy question. Have you ever raped someone? Okay, so
That's a good answer.
Rape, we are safe for now,
That's
guys.
a good answer. So guys, let's wind up. Naweza taka kupea kila mse at least 30 seconds atupatie like in a nutshell view of what they have on science and religion overall. So tutaanza na numero 1, Kanelda. Sign out. 30
seconds. Mimi nasema hivi. You already know what you are. Si lazima uende church ni. Nimezaliwa the God is in guide. And whatever path you take, it doesn't mean yako ni better than path ya mtu mwingine. Hivyo kila mtu ako amezaliwa for a purpose. At the end of the day, kuna path you atatake.
True. Beka, sign out.
My take is, I think so many people need to cut Christianity some slack. An average human being needs guidance, and having something to hold you back when your world is crashing is really important and significant. And I think religion is essentially very important to the human race. Without it, catastrophe. That's it.
Good views.
Okay, so I think whether the religion is something self-invented or something I think is true is based on me personally. So you think whatever you want to think. Na mwende therapy.
Amen, brother.
So jamaa, mimi naweza sema hivi, before we were Christians, before we were Muslims, our best model ni we are humans, sawa. So mi siwezi sema like don't use your religion guide your religion. So venye tu Carson amesema, I believe kila msee ako na goodness ndani yake innately, so follow tu hiyo kitu ndani. Hizi zingine ni philosophies zenye they guide us. Venye tu Beka alisema we can use them as comfort. Venye Jina anasema it's bullshit, take it or leave it. Venye tu kila msee ana believe. So if you have a divergent opinion ama kuna kitu adai kuongezea, please do so in our comments hapo chini. It was an honor having this beautiful team hapa hivi. So guys, like, subscribe hapo.
Okay, and handsome.
Tupatane on the next. See what they do, mzee.